Turning to weather now, life-threatening weather warnings are being issued today in parts of the eastern seaboard as Hurricane Erin churns in the Atlantic. The storm officials are calling it and are preparing for the worst, even in places where it isn't expected to make landfall, including some tourist hotspots where many are trying to squeeze out the last few days of summer. CBS News senior national weather correspondent Rob Marciano joins us live from North Carolina. So, Rob, what's changed since the last couple of hours that you and I spoke?
Well, the winds have picked up a little bit. The waves keep encroaching on this area, and well, the heavy equipment's out. At least it's been out in this neighborhood now. This is where we've been all morning, and basically he's taking sand that's been pushed onto this road a good 100 yards or so and scooping it up and front loading it up back onto this beach and clearing the road. I said, oh, what's your plan of attack? He said, well, probably do this again tomorrow. So it's an ongoing battle as these dunes are constantly shifting and sand continues to intrude. And they're going to try to protect Highway 12 so that the rest of the Outer Banks doesn't get cut off. Talked to a lot of folks yesterday, Vlad, including some officials, Ocean Rescue Director, the county commissioner or manager, and they basically prepare for this as if it was making a direct hit. Have a listen.
I mean, everybody should be concerned. An Olympic swimmer would not be able to fight the power of a rip current.
A major hurricane being offshore is probably more damaging to this area than a Category 1 that makes a direct hit.
Well, you run from the water, and that's what our problem is going to be, is that the waves are going to be huge that come in. They're going to create a lot of overwash, may damage the roads, and so those things cause the problems. They cause the flooding, and it doesn't matter whether it hits us or doesn't. If you get that volume of water, it's a problem.
And then, you know, we've got homes on this beach that are suspect for sure. You can see two of them right there. Those homeowners have been evacuated. Matter of fact, it's pretty much a ghost town here, but those folks certainly are praying and hoping for the best. They lose about 10 feet of beach every year. So along these dunes, any sort of home is going to not be here probably in the not too distant future. The other issue, as you heard, rip currents, right? We've already had dozens of rescues just south of here on Wrightsville Beach. They're closing beaches as far north as New York and New Jersey. This is dangerous, dangerous surf. That's obviously creating rip currents that it makes it for dangerous swimming. Now, there's been surfers out here, Vlad. I can see you out here on your board, but they're not here today. It's not the most fun surfing. It's a lot of work. Yeah, they're 10-footers out there, but as you can see, it's a little bit choppy. So even the surfers aren't really going in right now. And we would say, you know, with as many fatalities as we've already had this year from rip currents, stay out of the water until the storm has passed. But it's going to take a few more days, Vlad.
Yeah, I mean, I went to college in Rhode Island where I first learned to surf, and we would often go out in conditions either before or after a hurricane, but they do look pretty choppy out there, and that's probably why not a lot of surfers aren't taking the risk. Rob Marciano, my friend, good to see you, brother.